The referee's decision to red card. I didn't know what the hell a red card was. When I found out, I said, you got to be kidding.
They don't like that we're getting good at soccer, boys.
Yep.
The Europe is petrified because if we're good at soccer, they got nothing.
It's a bad call. You live with a bad call once in a while. That's what you do. My God, such an American thing. Let's bully our way to changing the rules because it was originally a bad call.
So we're talking about the red card overturned suspension of Flo Balogun, who will play tonight against Belgium. And Belgium is furious that this went on. But in defense of Team USA, that was a BS red card anyway.
If the right call was eventually made, then why are we having these complaints as much as we are?
But all I did, I asked for a review because I didn't think it was a foul. And, you know, again, I'm good at this stuff. I didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was two great athletes that crashed into each other and got entangled. That was not a guy punching somebody in the face or anything. I didn't tell him what to do. I can't tell him what to do. But and I don't believe he made the decision. I think it was a committee that made the decision. And they made the right decision because, number one, it wasn't a foul.
I do not think it was a red card. And we all said it. We all know that he didn't do that on purpose. We all know that. But I have to say that if you're Belgium, to prepare the game, it does change everything. So I was okay, it is the right call, but why so late? Why it didn't happen straight away?
What I want to say is I'm happy for the US. Obviously, it's a different situation, but like Thierry said, first of all, he should not get a red card. Yes. And then they should have come quicker, this call, but I'm happy for the US team because the US team has been amazing, but Balo has been super amazing.
And you want to see a game with your best players. You don't want to say, how would you feel if I took, we take Messi out? Look, he ran into somebody. Or we took Ronaldo. Ronaldo, you bunked into somebody, we're going to take you out of a game. He's great. Or Harry Kane. Harry Kane, we're going to take you out of the game, Harry, because you happen to hit somebody a little bit harder than you can't do that.
My reaction, I think, is like everyone that really love that the sport and trust on the ethic and integrity. I think we celebrate all that decision. We were punished enough against Bosnia-Herzegovina to play with 10 men, 30 minutes, in a decision that was complete unfair. But it's not only because I am the head coach of the US men's national team, I need to defend my side. It's only because I think it's a 100% or 99% because always some people, but 99.9% that we all, agree that was an unfair red card.
And on behalf of all Americans, thank you for getting rid of that ridiculous red card. This is his. That was interesting. It was spectacular. There was a reason the FIFA trophy sat here for as long as it did. Mr. President,
But this on a global scale, the crying, the Euro tears, the sheer whimpery of Europe regarding this decision. Everything from Belgium is lawyering up. Belgium shouldn't play. UEFA, this is illegal. You can't do this. And it all stems from one thing and one thing only. And people say, oh, you don't like Trump and this and that. No. They don't like that we're getting good at soccer, boys.
Yep.
The Europe is petrified because if we're good at soccer, they got nothing. We're bigger than they are. We're badder than they are. We bail them out in every world war. We are the United States. We're the bully. We're the tough guy. And this is the one sport we've never paid attention to. We went up, we ripped hockey from Canada and shoved them in a locker. Now, if we take soccer from the rest of the world, they got nothing. So that's all this is about.
The referee's decision to red card. I didn't know what the hell a red card was. When I found out, I said, you got to be kidding. This guy just hands up, okay, your best player is not going to play next week or in the next game. I said, wow, that's a lot of power. That's terrible. But then I looked at his past, and wasn't so great. Okay.
Bad decision. Not good for the sport, bad decision by FIFA. About the next red card, what happens then? Is there going to be some committee somewhere that is going to take that card away?
This is the worst of the worst, all right? FIFA, I'm convinced now, stands for full of it when it comes to football association. They're full of it. The World Cup is now officially tainted. This is where sports, and they let the President of the United States bully them into an action that just doesn't happen. They don't do this. Talking about suspending the red card. Suspend it. If it didn't happen, take it away totally, but it did happen. And the only reason they are changing their minds is because, unfortunately, they're cowards, and they cowered to the President of the United States.
Should we surprise the FIFA? If you know what I mean? FIFA. What a sham. What a sham.
It's
sad.
Where does this go from here, though, Gal? Well, because this is as low as it gets in respects of, like, we're talking about the integrity and the transparency. This is as low as it gets. What happens if this has to be stopped? Something has to happen here. Balogun shouldn't be able to play.
What Ronaldo did was far more heinous than what Flo Balogun did.
Okay, so why isn't there a legit appeals process if it's such bad red cards being issued left and right? Why isn't there a legit appeals process?
You're absolutely right.
None of this wiggle room, none of this fudging it, none of this president calling. If you think these egregious red cards are being issued left and right, why isn't there a legit appeals process? It's a bad call. You live with a bad call once in a while. That's what you do. My God, such an American thing. Let's bully our way to changing the rules because it was originally a bad call. Say Suzuki had a bad call last year in the playoffs. Let's go replay that game. Give me a break. Just admit we bullied them and we're the host country, and that is that.
If I was Belgium, I wouldn't even play the game today. I would not play. I would protest. I would say, hell no. We won't play. If you want the United States to win, we'll step aside and you can have the game and go ahead and crown them because you want to manufacture the United States winning a World Cup. Is that what we want?
Everything Trump touches dies. I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of our fans. I'm proud of our country. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Everything Trump touches dies.
I don't know why Belgium is upset. They're scared. That's not it. They're not afraid. They kicked the United States' butt when they played an exhibition. Belgium's not afraid of the United States. They want the rules to be the rules.
What the hell are FIFA doing? How have we got to a position where Trump can make a phone call, Infantino can then convene a committee when there's no process for it, and allow this to go on and create legislation on the fly? Now we know that Trump did make this phone call and it's categoric. Then ultimately the question goes not about Trump making the phone call, because we all know that Trump will push the envelope. Why have FIFA acquiesced? But why does Infantino think he has to do it? And why is he prepared to put the integrity of the game in jeopardy by doing it? That's the bigger question.